It's behind. Good.
Yeah, I'm in my living room today.
Oh, okay. Uh, Thank you. You told me that you've been speaking English a lot recently to have
Hmm.
a friend who usually speaks Spanish,
Yeah.
but it is now preparing for master program in English.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of that natural and fun expressions like on a will, on a whim,
On a whim.
on a whim, on a whim,
Whim. Whim.
on a whim. It means so coincidence.
No,
No,
like spontaneously.
spontaneously. It's not the uh, accident. Before last lesson, I said
Yeah, like not an accident, more just
uh,
like you just randomly decided to do
randomly,
it.
mm,
Yeah, like
random
my friends and I went to a coffee shop, and
coffee
on a
shop
whim, we decided to go to the park.
decided to
Like the
go to the park.
plan wasn't to go to the park, but it was super nice out, and we were like, you know what, let's just go to the park on a whim.
Okay, nice. Thank you. And don't put all the egg in one basket.
Yeah, to put all your eggs in one basket.
Mm. Don't put all your egg in one basket. Okay. Having coming out of you effortlessly. He found it really insightful, and it made me realize how much being exposed to English regularly can naturally improve on my own expression and fluency. I'd
Hmm.
love to hear more from you next time. Yay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I always say like watching TV shows or movies and stuff, especially be like maybe like high school dramas and stuff, because there's a lot of like phrases or words that you'll be exposed to than maybe you
Mm.
wouldn't in a classroom. Like if you're in an
Uh,
English class, you're going to learn English very well,
well,
but sometimes these phrases that people use day in day out
uh,
could be different, and slang also, slang
mm,
changes a lot as well, so
mm,
that's
mm.
also, that would also expose you to that a bit more.
Thank you. Oh, I have a question there. So what
Mhm.
t-shirts you are? Femi,
Oh, it
femini,
says feminist
feminist.
af
What's ARF?
as fuck.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like a bunch of like feminist as fuck, feminist as fuck,
Uh, uh,
saying that I'm a really, really big feminist.
wow.
Yeah, I'm a super big feminist for sure. And my friend gave it to me for Christmas when I was in uni.
Oh, uni. Good. What situation? Where Where do you live in this situation? What
Like,
situation? What situation do you did you wear this t-shirt?
oh, I went to school. I'm gonna wear it to work,
Uh,
like whenever, really. Maybe not a business meeting, but
oh. uh, you are this t-shirt. This this t-shirt is your one of favorite t-shirts, right?
yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I don't have too
Uh,
many clothes to be honest, so I really use every single piece of. I love
mm,
every single piece of clothing that I have,
mm.
and yeah, I usually wear all of them all the time.
Nice. Thank you for sharing.
Mhm.
Okay. Uh, let's start.
Yeah, these t-shirts,
With
we call them
uh,
graphic t-shirts
graphic t-shirts.
because you have like a graphic, like a picture
Graphic.
or
Yeah.
something.
Mm. Nice. Graphic t-shirts. Yeah.
Yeah, I like them.
Uh,
I love graphic t-shirts. I have a lot of them.
wow. Nice. It looks so cute.
Thank
Mm.
you.
Yeah. And by the way, so it's a weekly question.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 2025 this year
Mm-hmm.
version. Last year 2024 version.
Yeah,
Uh, we will try so last year.
perfect.
Hmm. Okay. Question: is
Mm-hmm.
having a budget important to you? My answer: yes. Having a budget is essential. It helps me use resources well and stick to my goals. For instance, me to my saving my savings able me to enjoy learning English without feeling overwhelmed. Budgeting is key to maintain stability,
Stability.
stability, and achieving success over time.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Perfect. Yeah, budgeting is super important.
Yeah.
We should all try to budget, to be honest.
Yeah. You are finance. You are good at this
Yeah, it's easy
field
for me to
in the
budget,
field.
but I what's the word? I budget in my head. Like I don't really
Mm.
write it down. I just kind of know when to spend, when to not spend, kind of thing.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I'm good with numbers, so usually I have a good understanding of like percentages and stuff, so I can kind of figure it out as I go. Like if I'm spending too much or whatnot.
Nice. Good.
Hmm.
Great. Okay. I prepare 10 questions. Please ask me.
Okay. Why do you think having a budget is important?
I think having a budget is important because it helps me keep doing things consistently.
Hmm. And like for you, like what does your um like what's the most important thing in your budget?
Uh, I think what's the most important things is keeping to keep doing things consistently.
Hmm. But I guess more like is
So,
saving more important
uh,
or like saving for travel, groceries,
uh,
that kind of thing. Like what
uh,
exactly?
or saving money or getting a high salary,
Hmm.
or uh, investing more high leverage.
Yeah.
Mm,
Nice.
mm.
Okay. How do you usually manage your monthly expenses?
I use a I use a budgeting
App.
app 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 to manage my expenses expenses.
Expenses. Hmm.
I use a budgeting app to manage my expenses, but
Hmm.
I haven't checked it recently. Right
Hmm.
now, I'm focusing on committing to what I really want to do.
Nice. And what do you really want to do right now?
Uh, Learning English and training. Mm. When
Nice.
yeah, I commit to routine. Mm. Thank you.
Nice. Um, what are some challenges you face when sticking to a budget?
One challenge is going over my budget. I also find it hard to control my emotions when I can't do what I want because of money limits.
Nice. Awesome.
Thank you.
Have you ever saved money for something special, and what was it?
Yes, I'm doing several special right now. I quit my job and created my own schedule so I could fully commit to learn English. It's something
Hmm.
I really want to do.
Hmm. Can you say that again, the last part? I couldn't hear you. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. It's something I really want to do.
Nice.
Thank
But
you.
you haven't done it though, right?
Yes. Now I use saving money
Oh,
and
okay, yeah.
commit to my learning English and working out. Mm.
Yeah, but here it's asking something in the past that
Past.
you've done already.
Yes, yes, I have
You
yet.
have, yeah, yeah, yeah. So you would
When
like, yeah, so
I
you wouldn't
worked.
say it's something I really want to do. You'd say it's something I really wanted to do. So like this question specifically asks for the past.
Uh,
Like, have
past.
you ever saved money for something special?
Uh,
Like, so for me, it was to go travel around Europe,
uh, uh,
right? So then so in this, like, I've already done it. So that I would say that would be my answer. And
mm,
then I would say, yeah, this was something that I really wanted to do
mm,
and was able to do it.
mm.
Versus when you say like I really want to do it, you're saying that you haven't done this before. Does that make sense? Like between the
Ah,
past and present. Yeah.
between past. Okay. I make sense. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Mhm.
Okay.
Cool. Do you use any apps or tools to help you budget?
I used to use a budget app for a
A
while.
budgeting app.
In budgeting app.
Yeah, a budgeting app. Because you want to use
Thank
the
you.
adjective. Like what kind of
Mm,
app? A budgeting app. You wouldn't say
budgeting
a
app.
budget app. You have to say a budgeting app.
Okay. I used to use a
Yeah, yeah,
budgeting app
budgeting app.
uh,
Perfect.
for a while, but I don't really check it much these days.
hmm And
Mm.
which budgeting app would you use?
Made in Japan or money forwards in Japanese company or
hmm
tree, I forget, money
And like,
tree.
yeah, yeah,
Mm,
yeah, okay, yeah. So I was
mm,
gonna ask, how did the app work?
uh, Upwork. Ah, it's a uh, catch up the database as a connecting other app for a banking app, banking account app or investing account app, uh, getting the some data. The uh, we can visualizable. For example, it's a chart, circle chart, or other chart.
Mhm.
Mm. Then I can learn so uh, more increase or more less decrease mm, for the ones.
Yeah, cool.
Mm,
Mhm.
mm.
Nice.
Thank you.
And how does budgeting help you stay focused on your goals?
Budgeting helps me stay disciplined and gives me a chance to direct on what's truly important to me.
hmm
Mm.
Nice,
Okay.
awesome. What's the next one? No, we did that one. In what ways has budgeting helped you enjoy learning English?
I'm able to commit to learning English now because I saved money while I was working full time more than 2 years ago.
hmm
I really feel that budgeting has helped me a lot.
hmm Nice.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I would say working full time is super difficult focus on other things. So taking
Mm,
time off is always good.
mm. Thank you so much.
Do you prefer to spend or save? Why?
It depends on situation. Uh, but right now, I prefer to spend money on developing my skill and appreciating my environment that supports me. I'm also learning to invest in a good relationship.
Hmm.
How
Nice.
about you? Do you prefer to spend or save?
Both, I think.
Both?
Like usually I save money to spend money.
Wow, that's
But
good.
like I don't like to spend on stupid things. Or not stupid things, but just like material things. Like I prefer to spend money on an activity, like an
Mm,
experience,
mm,
than like clothes or fancy stuff. I don't really care for that.
mm,
I'd rather travel.
mm,
I'd rather go to a nice dinner with my friends,
mm,
go to a cool event, a
mm,
concert, those
mm,
kinds of things.
mm. Thank you.
Hmm. What advice would you give someone who wants to start budgeting?
I would say it's important to have clear goals and to make a fantastic budget. In my case, I made strict budgets out of anxiety, and although it works in the end, I taught me a lesson. Managing your managing my emotions is just as important to sorry.
Hmm.
Managing my emotions is just as important as managing my money.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm, mm, so, mm,
yeah. Budgeting
uh,
is actually super easy. Like
oh,
there's so many apps
but,
nowadays. It's more sticking to a budget. That's the
mm,
hard part. Making one, easy.
mm,
Sticking to your budget,
uh,
difficult.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
mm, uh,
Okay, and how do you reward yourself when you stick to your budget?
I take care of my body and do things enjoy. Talking with me through English learning is actually a reward for me. Reward for me.
Hmm. Awesome.
What
Yeah, we
uh,
always deserve to reward ourselves a little bit. If not, life
thank
is
you.
not fun.
What was which good pronunciation? Rewards, rewards,
Reward.
rewards.
Hmm.
Okay, thank you. Reward for me. Thank you.
Hmm. Nice.
It's
Awesome.
finished. And weekly vocabulary,
Hmm.
only two things. Bargain, treat,
Bargain.
bargain, treat,
Bar. Big long
bar,
A.
bar,
Bar.
bar, bargain, bargain.
Not Bergen.
Mm.
It's like an R, like bar.
Bargain,
Bargain.
bargain,
Yeah, like that.
bargain, bargain. Thank you.
Hmm.
Bar
When was the last time you found a really good bargain? What did you buy and why was it a great deal?
Please wait. I was able to find a bargain on running shoes and energy gels for my upcoming marathon. These items are usually expensive, so I took a chance to try them since they were more affordable. In the end, it turned out to be a good purchases.
Hmm.
Mm.
Nice, awesome.
How about you? Well, last time you found a really
Um,
good bargain.
What do I feel like I found something recently? Well, in Berlin, it's quite common that people
Mm.
put like clothes on the street for free.
Mm.
And so recently I
Oh,
found like
really?
yeah, I found like a jacket, which was from a really nice brand, and some sweaters. I just
Oh,
cleaned them when I got home. So I don't know if that's like a bargain, but it was free. So it was nice.
Nice. Do you like it?
Yeah, yeah, I would
Uh,
not grab them if not um kind of deal. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, no.
thank you. Next.
How do you usually treat yourself after a long week or reaching a goal? Is it food, an activity, or something else?
I try to take care of myself and rest my body. I spend some quiet time reflecting on the days I was working hard towards the goal. I also record my thoughts through writing or videos so I can look back on them later. Thank you.
Mhm. Perfect.
How about you? What do you usually treat yourself after a long week?
Sometimes I just take myself to get coffee and a pastry
Oh, nice.
or a book. Sometimes I buy a book.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
What's what coffee do you like? Uh, more
I
bitter
usually get
or
a I usually get a cappuccino with
oh
oat milk.
cappuccino, small one? Huh?
Mhm.
Oh, nice. And please two words, so please check the correct pronunciation. Treats,
Treats.
treat.
Yep, perfect.
Oh, treats.
Yep,
Okay,
you said it perfectly.
thank you. Last 8 minutes, so we will try role-playing game using bargain and treats.
Perfect.
Mm.
Okay.
You are friendly English teacher.
Okay. Hi, how was your weekend? Did you do anything fun?
Yes, I went shopping with my friend. I found a great bargain on shoes.
Nice. What kind of shoes did you get and how much did you save?
They were running shoes originally. They were $80,
Dollars
but
with an S at the
dollars,
end.
dollars,
Dollars.
dollars,
Yeah, just make sure there's
eighty
an S
dollars,
at the end.
mm,
You say $1, but then
but
after one, you say $2,
two
$3,
dollars,
or
$3, $80,
Mhm.
$80. But I paid only $40.
Perfect.
Thank you.
That's a great deal. You must have felt happy. Did you treat yourself to anything else?
Yes, I treated myself to a nice lunch at my favorite cafe. I felt I deserved it.
Sounds like a good balance of saving and enjoying. Do you usually plan your spending like that?
Yes, I try to follow my budget. That way, I can treat myself without feeling guilty.
Perfect.
Thank you. Switch a role.
Mhm.
Hi, how was your weekend? Did you do anything fun?
Yes, I went shopping with my friend. I found a great bargain on shoes.
Nice. What kind of shoes did you get? And how much did you save?
They were running shoes. Originally they were $80, but I paid only 40.
Ah,
Yeah, so I would say
first,
here,
mm,
uh, so it's quite common that if I
mm,
already said like the dollars,
mm,
like here, like how I said it, I said
mm,
originally they were $80, but I only
mm.
paid 40.
Ah, okay.
Like
Nice.
it's very common, like when we're speaking, like in
Mm,
English, like in spoken
mm,
language, like if like you would always write the dollar sign,
mm,
but if I already said like $80,
mm,
then I don't need to say it again if I'm
mm,
referencing the same thing. That's why I can say $80, but I only paid 40 because
40.
we
Yeah.
know that I'm speaking in
Mm,
dollars.
mm. It's
So, but also sometimes I even like in this conversation, if I was talking to a friend about this, and they said like, "Oh, what'd you buy?" I'm like, "Oh, they were running shoes. I paid 80, but I paid they were 80, but I only paid 40. Like
Mm,
sometimes we don't say
mm,
dollars or
mm,
here in Europe like euros
mm,
because that's what the currency is.
mm,
We know that
mm, mm.
it's
Yeah.
dollars or euros
Mm,
or whatever. So
yeah.
it's not really like we tend to not say them when we're
Mm,
speaking to each other. But if I were to text someone, I would
mm,
use the dollar sign. Like
mm.
in
Okay.
writing, I would put it.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, it's similar thing in Japan. So yen.
Yeah.
1,000 yen. 1,000. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. Like you can
Mm,
say it in,
mm,
in any
mm,
language.
Thank you. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. That's a great deal. You must have felt happy. Did you treat yourself to anything else?
Yes, I treated myself to a nice lunch at my favorite cafe. I felt I deserved it.
Sounds like a good balance of saving and enjoying. Do you usually plan your spending like that?
Yes, I try to follow my budget. That way I can treat myself without feeling guilty.
Mm, Thank you. Uh, how do you use get a great deal? It's a casual phrase. That's a great deal.
I wouldn't say it's a phrase. I think that's just the way you
Uh,
have to say it. Yeah.
mm, okay. Thank you.
Mm.
Anything else more specify words or
Mm, yeah, I'm looking.
uh, phrases?
Let me see.
Important,
Originally
i-
$80.
important or anything else?
Mm, sort of like-
Without feeling guilty.
Mhm.
It's uh in the midnight. Uh, we stop to snack, skip the snack
What do you
without
mean?
feeling mm,
Skip the snack without feeling guilty.
guilty.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
thank
guilty
you.
has some good ones. Like we have
Uh,
a guilty pleasure.
got guilty pleasure. Ah,
Yeah. A
uh,
guilty pleasure. I
guilty.
don't believe in guilty pleasures because everything I don't feel bad about anything, but sometimes for example, like I have some guy friends because they say guys can't like
Uh,
romance movies, which is not
uh,
true. I don't
uh,
believe that. But I have some guy friends who'll say like, "Oh, rom-coms are my guilty pleasure,"
mm,
where they enjoy watching rom-coms, but they sometimes feel weird about it or bad. So we call that like a guilty pleasure.
mm, ah,
It's something they enjoy that they
mm,
feel like they shouldn't enjoy
mm.
or they feel bad about kind of
Well,
thing.
what's a unique mm, phrase? Mm,
Oh, it's a guilty pleasure, not pleasures.
mm.
A guilty
A
pleasure.
guilty. A
Yeah, but I
guilty.
don't believe in guilty pleasures. I think I don't feel bad about anything that I like. So I just enjoy myself.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, last 1 minute. It's closing a lesson. Thank you for sharing. So you are greatest
Oh yeah, my
t-shirts.
feminist F shirt.
Honest, uh, I
Yeah,
I
F is
name
slang.
abstract. Yeah. Okay, and uh, talking about budget and
Mhm.
saving money.
Mhm.
mm, it's important things for the enjoying life for the
Yeah,
future. Yeah.
exactly.
Please have a
Yeah.
feedback in this lesson.
Yeah, I would say I think this time I noticed a bit more grammar
Mm,
errors
mm,
and just making sure to use the right tenses
mm,
when you're speaking about a time period because
mm,
that can really confuse someone. Like if you're
mm.
speaking in the present but you're trying to talk about the past, like that's something that would make communication quite difficult. So I would
Okay.
say something to like just watch out for.